welcome. I'm back from a few year hiatus. Let's get started. It's Chimera with your lovely Phasmophobia, and I'm here to kind of like go through kind of like a basics video, like how to. I am not really good with how to's, so we'll see how it goes. I'll essentially just play and see how it turns out. So starting off, we are at the single player lobby, right? And on the right side, you're going to see the equipment list. So from everything below crucifix down, aside from flashlights, is everything you'll start out with. You'll start out with dots, EMF, ghost writing, spirit box, thermometer, UV, which is AK fingies, video camera, flashlight. That's everything you will start out with originally. So if you go to the right, you'll see the shop, storage, and loadouts. You can have up to two to three different loadouts. You can go to shop, buy what you need. If you hit plus sign, you'll add it to your cart and buy it, and then add. This is important, especially as you gain more items, because in my instance, I have 4 instances or 4 smudge sticks, and if I want to add 4, which sometimes in higher difficulties, you're going to need more than one. But that's just a simple thing. Like, I can add head-mounted camera. I don't use those, and they're not really. Honestly, I think they take up space, and they're not really helpful when you're by yourself. Not tier 1, at least. So, going back, this is the shop slash storage slash loadout screen. Um, I don't really mess with it, but yes. So again, this is what you'll want to click on. We are going to amateur or beginner friendly. I usually play on not nightmare, professional. But for the purposes of this video, I would play on amateur to kind of show you. So the difference, the thing about amateur that I like that is very welcoming to new players or new ghost hunters would be the overall breakdown of amateur. So with amateur, you have long setup time, which is very important when you're figuring out the game. So the setup time you get for amateur is 5 minutes, which seems like a lot, but if the larger the map you are on, the longer it takes to find the room, the longer it takes to set up. I would recommend if you solo, when you're playing amateur, not to play on a large map. But the 5 minutes are still there, so you can use it accordingly. The next thing is long hunt grace periods. I like this option because it kind of gets you in the groove of things, so to say. You won't have hunts back to back to back. Nightmare Plus, you'll have hunts sometimes that you'll leave your hiding spot and then they'll start hunting again depending on the ghost. So it's really nice, especially starting out. Short hunt duration is extremely important. I sometimes see ghost hunts on amateur probably at most 30 seconds long. Seems like a long time. I think that might not even be correct because I'm not really counting when I'm hiding. But it's a very short hunt duration. Sanity pills restore a lot of sanity, which is very important because having your lights off for too long and not using any sort of light, like a flashlight or um, a candle, you'll lose sanity over time. So, especially when playing it, it's kind of nice to have that. And it's more important even so on a higher difficulty because, like for instance, Nightmare, you start with no setup time, Breaker starts off. And my favorite, regain half of your lost equipment value if you die. So essentially, this is like player insurance. If you die, you regain half of your equipment, and I believe what that basically means is they'll give you money to purchase new equipment that has been lost. But it's like an insurance, so to say. So I'm gonna hit apply, and it's right there, and it's question mark here because I haven't chosen map. So the contracts, which are the maps, will be these different options. I would not recommend hitting random because you could get something as difficult as restricted sunny meadows, or something as simple as like Tanglewood Drive. Again, if you're new to the game, don't hit random unless you like that type of life, I guess, and want to be stressed out. My favorite map has got to be Willow Street. It's a 2-story, roughly. It's essentially 1 story in a basement. Um, and it's nice for learning how to play the game. You could also do Tanglewood Drive. It's a classic map. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit Willow Street, and my tag is red, so like essentially you'll see your tag on here when you voted, when you play with more people. They'll put their tag there, or like a piece of tape, or I guess, and or sometimes you'll get people double vote random. That's how you know you've clicked on your map, and it'll show right here and where it's at. So get ready up and hit start. So what's really interesting about this loading screen is it gives you tips. Keep your sanity high by staying in the light. It's essentially what I just said. Um, I recommend it when starting out. I'm just now to the point to where I feel comfortable not taking a flashlight. I will take a flashlight for the purposes of this video. Um, but yes, sometimes you get those tips which are really helpful, and then you could still add things until you load into the van. I don't know why my game takes a bit to load sometimes. Sometimes it does. Sometimes I get loaded in immediately. It just depends on the day. So, but surely getting there. Okay, we are in the van and it's raining.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Nothing to report, but it looks like whoever was here left in a hurry.
Sorry, I like to let that guy talk. The voice that kind of gives you some clues. So this is the bulletin board, your favorite friend. Um, it tells you the name of the ghost, and if they respond to everyone, or if they are a ghost that likes to respond to people who are alone. And in this instance, they like to respond to people who are alone. On here, you'll see 10 options for photo opportunities and 3 optionals. I should be able to get all 3 of these. I'm not going to jinx myself, but I should be able to get all 3 of these. And then this is the timer I was telling you about. On amateur, you'll have 5 minutes, and on intermediate, you'll have 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes. So starting out, I like to grab EMF, fingies, aka ultraviolet, and flashlight. This is not a strong flashlight, but I don't care. So these screens or monitors are important because you'll use this one to, like, if you play with other people, you'll see their character where they're moving, and it lets you cycle between the floors. The breaker is in the garage, it looks like. Sound sensors, I'm not going to go over that because I don't use it. Total activity and team sanity is important, especially when you're trying to figure out the ghost. Shade, for an example, will be more active if there's no one nearby, so you may see the activity go up when you're not in the house, but when you go back in and come back out, it's low again, and then it starts picking up again the longer you stay out. Or your sanity, if it's a Thay, it'll start hunting at 75% sanity or below, and everything else will hunt at 50% sanity. So you got to keep your eye on your sanity starting out. So again, I have my 3 options that I'm taking with me. Make sure you grab the house key or the key for the facility, and hit click on this pad, I guess, and it'll let you load in. Your timer does not start until you officially unlock the door. So if you feel like, oh, you might want to start with something else, you can go back. Your timer does not start until you officially unlock the door. Okay. It is dark, and because this is amateur, breaker starts on, which is nice. If this was the ghost room, you would not want to hide in here because you can use those tubs to hide behind it, and it looks like it's already touching shit. Excuse me. God, my game. Excuse me. I think it's in here. Yeah, it's in here. Like, breaker's already on. I'm not gonna worry about that. It's no Ouija board or mirror. Oh, it's in the kitchen. Yep. Yep. It's in here. Oh, are you a poltergeist? I guess we'll see. My favorite ghost, by the way. So EMF is up at 4. I'm gonna drop that in here. Yeah, we're really chucking stuff, aren't we? Yep. Are you a Polty? Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Oh, we don't even know. I'll be back. I'm getting too excited. My favorite ghost is the poltergeist because they're just cheeky. I love when they throw things. It's like, yes, be yourself. I love it. Okay, spirit box, journal. Okay, sanity. The sanity's still pretty high, and you see total activity has gone up. I'm not sure this is Pulte. I won't be sure until really I start to get evidence. But you can tell what ghosts are by their activity and how they interact with the environment. This ghost is chucking things at high speeds. It could be a mimic or it could be a Pulte, but I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna throw this down here. Press F on your keyboard and place it. And then interesting because I keep voice toggle. I go to options. The voice recognition mode is on text and it's on toggle, so I can use the text option because it makes it easier in my life. Right click, and then you'll ask questions. Don't spam it because sometimes I've noticed it gets buggy. So yeah, not gonna answer. We're gonna go grab more things. Whoop. So for a poltergeist, I will need fingers, fingies, spirit box, and ghost writing. Usually it's fingies that you get, the first evidence you get from it, but we will see. Where's that thing? And I have 2 minutes left to set up, which I'm not worried. It's amateur. I'm not scared of dying on amateur. Again, I can't get hunted until 75%. So we will see. Okay, this is dots. It sucks ass as tier 1. I'm just gonna place it here. Okay. No fingies. You no bake, sir. Okay. Camera. Oh. I'm checking for orbs. You can set up a camera. Yeah, it's orbs. It may be a mimic. Okay. Or it could be a thing. Should probably check my sanity. Okay, I'm gonna leave this down here. Yeah, you are starting to act like a mimic, I think. But we'll see. Okay. Okay, I can hide in here, in the living room. I can hide in the garage. Still don't know what the cursed object is. Incense, firelight, escape through a hunt. Okay. Photo camera, thermometer. Let's drop you. And salt. Can it be a wraith? No, it cannot be a wraith. I'll get that photo op. We a little angry, aren't we? This guy's chucking things. Can I? Does that actually count? Evidence. Photos. Oh no. Shit. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Keep this on. Okay, no, it's not that. Oh! Hello. Take a picture of the salt. It gives you, when they've walked through, it gives you, what's it called? XP. It's not a monkey paw, I don't think. No. You can hide in here too, right here. It's a voodoo doll. Love that. I'm not using that. Or at least I won't use it right now. Wait, did I take a picture of that one? No. Alright, so... You'll probably come to realize I don't like to use anything but the mirror, summon circle, and Ouija board. Okay. What's it doing again? When's the area? And I have everything else. I could probably use another dots. What could it be? Alright, love that. good. I like how I'm getting scared on amateur. Like, what? Press F, by the way, and rotate your mouse. Move your mouse to rotate, I guess. Kind of helps. Did I get it? Yep. So, I don't think we have really any evidence, do we? Other than ghost orbs, but that can still be a mimic. So, activity's kind of low. Let's check this. I need to turn that light off. Okay, I'm gonna go grab one of these. I still have, yep, matches. Don't light your candle in the rain. It'll blow it out. And you gotta be mindful of your candles too, because they do run out. Like, they will burn all the way, and you won't have any access. Okay, we open and shit. Yep, I got that interaction. Okay. Oh, we need to find the bone too. While we're at that, let's find the bone. Where are you at? Cheeky bugger. Oh, not freezing temps. It needs to be -5 degrees Celsius to be freezing. Okay, let's. Oh my God, this this ghost is chucking a lot of things. All right, let's go ahead and step out. So we know it's orbs. For mimic. Mimic is Spear box, ultraviolet, freezing temps. Mimics will always give ghost orbs first. And they can do interactions that are similar to other ghosts, so you gotta be very careful. Because you see the weaknesses, it says ghost orb sightings near mimics. There are ghost orbs. If I get spirit box, ultraviolet, or fingies, and freezing temps, it is a mimic. So going off what we have, there's Banshee, Revenant, Yuri, Hantu, Onryo, Obake, Thay, Raiju, Yokai, and Mare. And if it is a Thay, it should be able to start a hunt at 75% sanity. Go ahead and grab one of these. Those, grab this, so I can find the bone while I let my sanity drop. And it is not blowing out that candle. Okay, oh, there we go. I say it as I say it. Okay. You place down the crucifix essentially where you would not want it to spawn on you. So if we're in here, right, and I'm right here, I would not want it to spawn over here, so I'm gonna spawn it right there, and there's a radius. I only have one crucifix down, so I'm gonna go look for the bone. Oh, and the femur is right here. Press E to collect it, so you can get that money. And I guess we'll sit here with our sanity. Let it kind of go down. Okay. Yeah, so it hasn't moved. That's weird. Yeah, it's weird. Amateur ghosts can be either super finicky or they will. No, that wasn't it. Shit. Or they will be super active, and you can get like sometimes it takes a minute to get um some evidence. So I may force it to do shit. Hold on. Also, don't recommend this if you don't know where your hiding spots are. Don't ever hide in the ghost room. You will die. Just saying. Okay, so look at Bob the Voodoo Doll. Bob the Voodoo Doll is interesting because if you place it in the heart, the ghost will hunt. Oop, hold on. Check for fingies one more time. No fingies. Interesting. Okay, place you down. Bob. Okay, I'm gonna go. It also drains your sanity every pen you use, so be very careful. Okay, our temperatures are getting low. I'm gonna go check my sanity. So, just because you see your breath, it does not mean that it is freezing temperatures. Unlike before the update, where if you did see your breath, it meant freezing temperatures, um, it's not like that now. So don't ever go by that, because if you do, you're gonna be wrong. And it got me for a bit for the first few times after the update, because I was like, no, it should be freezing temperatures, but it took me a minute to figure it out. So it looks like no activity, no dots. I'm gonna say no dots. Just see what my choices are. Yep, that seems about right. Actually, what if I turn my breaker off and see if the mayor's willing to come out and play? Yep, orbs right there. Take some sanity, just in case. Sanity. And you'll see it start going up, so don't be deceived. Okay. I'm gonna go up, back, and I'm going to... Should I turn the breaker off? Yeah, it's in the garage. I'll be fine. No ghosty scribbles yet. Ooh, we're getting close to -5. Spirit box! Let's go! Oh, it's an Onryo or an Obake. Or a Mare. Hell yeah. Okay, let's go grab some. Actually, okay. So, when you have a bunch of ghosts that are not an option, and you have a lot of evidence options available, what you do is a process of elimination. Can it be MF5? No. Cross it out. Can it be fingies? No. Cross it out. Can it be ghost riding or freezing temps? Yes. Because if you cross it out, it will take it off, and you don't want to get false evidence. So we know it's not dots. Or we've looked and it's not dots. It could still be a yokai, but I have not seen dots, so I'm going to keep it marked out for now. So it could be ghost riding or freezing temps. So my next test will be testing to see if it is a mare. And what I'll be doing is turning off the breaker to see if it tries to be more active. It won't be able to hunt because of my sanity so high. What was I doing in here anyways? Oh yes, these are important for Onryo tests. Hello? Drop that, drop that. Press G to drop, by the way. And grab a crucifix. So mares will love to attack in the dark. So I'm gonna keep this on real fast. Drop another crucifix right there. I'm actually gonna place... Where the fuck is the... Where did I drop the... Okay, we're gonna place you here. Right? We're gonna place you here. Let me go grab matches because I have no idea where I put them. So Onryos hate fire. They are literally like they cringe to the sight of fire. So what they'll do is they'll try like you'll light it usually by this usually only really happens if your sanity is low enough to where it can hunt. But usually what happens is the Onryo will uh extinguish the flame and immediately use up the cross, but I'm not low enough, so it's not gonna work. But it will try to blow out the candles a lot if it's an Onryo. And a mare, if I turn the breaker off, it'll be more active. Yeah, it's freezing temps. So it is an Onryo. Right? So, you gonna work, buddy? You're gonna be a little, you're gonna be a good beat and work. Yep, it blew out that one. It's gonna blow out that one. Yep, it's gonna blow out that one. Yep, it's an Onryo. Yup, that's a fucking Onryo. Getting out of here. That's how you test. That's how you You just saw it yourself. That's how you test to see if it's an Onryo. Okay. And we got Onryo. And what was our last objectives? Have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt. So I'm gonna hide. It used up the crucifix a little early, to be honest. I'm actually quite surprised it did that. And I will try to get that last objective. So we know it's not a, what's it called? We know it's not a mirror, so I can turn the lights on if I want. Oh, there it is, okay. Okay, cool. So, I'm gonna get to attack. Would not recommend this, again. Do not do this until you are comfortable, I advise you. It's hunting right now. So, it'll search the entire house for me. And once it's done hunting, I can unlock the front door and leave. Hopefully I get this. It should be done. I don't really know. I really can't remember how to get the have a team member escape a ghost during a hunt. I don't know if that means like you smudge it as it's hunting. So yeah, you could see it only lasted like 20 seconds, 30 seconds of hunting. So when it's at activities at 10, essentially that means it's going to hunt. My sanity wasn't even drained all the way there. It was just triggered by the voodoo doll. So yeah, so essentially this is just how you do it. You go in, find your evidence. Sometimes it takes a minute, sometimes it doesn't. Cross eliminate. Remember, it is important to remember the weaknesses, and then go from there. Because we knew it was a mare Onryo, I was going to test for the mare, but tested for the Onryo first, and that's what I got, plus a freezing temps, and I'm going to say this was a good match. Almost, I would say, perfect, actually. Yep. Alright. Hit this button to go back to the player lobby. And it'll take a moment. You can always hit that button again if you need to quickly fix something. Sometimes I've had moments where I saw that something has walked through dots right at the last moment and I went to change it and it was too late. Sometimes you just gotta be really quick about it. So yeah, this is essentially how it works. Very easy going when you get used to it.
Welcome
You
back.
get
I've
$100
got
for
some jobs ready
correctly
for you.
ghosting correctly guessing the ghost type. You get $30 for the op- optional objectives, and then the investigation bonus on top of photos. I got $47 worth of photos, and then on top of the multiplier of the difficulty. The higher difficulty is, the more money and more XP you get. I like playing professional. I think it's my comfort spot. I don't get stale from it, and I also don't think it's super easy either. So yeah, and then the higher up level you go, the more things you unlock. So I have tier 2 spirit box, tier 2 thingies, and then every level that it says you have to be before you unlock it. Like this is level 36. That's what you have to be, and then you have to purchase that level so then you can have access to it. But yeah, this is essentially the video I wanted to do, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, or afternoon wherever you're at. See ya!